Hello, I'm Jeanne Duffy, the Executive Director of Serve Wisconsin. I want to thank you all for coming today. It is a wonderful day, and I am so fortunate to be part of honoring service and volunteerism throughout Wisconsin. I would like to thank our co-host, the Corporation for National and Community Service State Office, for helping make this event possible. Our two organizations support service in Wisconsin that strengthens communities and enrich lives through AmeriCorps, Senior Corps, and volunteerism. We all know that America's challenges are real and urgent. The way we often speak about educational inequality, poverty, limited access to health care, the opioid epidemic, and other challenges in our community. It may feel the obstacles are too great to have an impact, but AmeriCorps, Senior Corps, and VISTA members and our volunteers know that is not true. Through service, the sum of seemingly small, everyday contributions made by engaged citizens, like answering a crisis intervention hotline, tutoring in our schools, giving seniors a ride, add up to real significant change. Today we are here to honor not only the award winners, but all the people whose everyday contributions are making an impact, making an important, meaningful change in the lives of their fellow community members. It is with great pleasure that we gather here to recognize the hard work and dedication these outstanding individuals have shown to national service and volunteerism. I also want to thank all of our dignitaries and elected officials in attendance for taking time to honor and celebrate our honorees this year. Would you all please stand? Also here to honor their honorees in their district are Senator Janet Bewley, Senator Mark Miller, Senator Jeff Smith, Representative Jonathan Brostoff, Representative Jody Emerson, Representative Gary Hebel, Representative Beth Myers, Representative Melissa Sargent, Sarah Gill, on behalf of Congressman Sean Duffy, Alex Dahlman, on behalf of Congressman Glenn Grothman, Flora Contos, on behalf of U.S. Senator Tommy Baldwin, Jay Kaju, Outreach Director for Senator Tommy Baldwin also. In addition, we have Lena Taylor and Senator Kathy Bernier, thank you. So thank you all for coming to help support all of our honorees, especially the ones representing your district. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the governor of our great state, Governor Tony Evers.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My pleasure to be with you today to recognize and award the important work that volunteers do all across the state of Wisconsin. One of the great things about Wisconsin, I believe, and I know you do too, that we actually care for each other. And that plays out every single day. And volunteers are a critical piece, an integral piece in that caring. Everyday, ordinary people roll up their sleeves and help communities and their neighbors, not with the expectation of recognition or a paycheck, but rather out of the kindness and their generosity of their hearts. And the work that you do every day is crucial to combating the challenges that you just heard about. They do exist all across the state of Wisconsin. You're helping folks fight opioid addiction, rebuilding homes and businesses after devastating floods or other events, supporting veterans, and so much more. We rely on volunteers to strengthen our communities and to help people in need. I've seen this with my own eyes. In the last few months, I've toured neighborhoods that have been affected by flood damage and saw neighbors helping neighbors and volunteers coming from all across the state helping people that they've never met before to rebuild their homes and their lives. I want you to know that your service and volunteerism set an example for your friends, your families, and people all across the state, and such a great group of representatives and senators and representatives here today as testament to them. You exemplify our Wisconsin values of kindness and respect, empathy, compassion, and generosity. Your efforts profoundly impact the lives of people that you serve. So thank you for your work. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to helping out with the awards ceremony. Thank you.
Now to present the awards, along with Governor Evers, is our board chair of the Wisconsin National and Community Service Board, Paula Horning. But before she joins us, I would just like to explain how our honorees were selected. They were nominated by peers and selected by an independent panel of reviewers. I am personally glad I was not charged with deciding the winners, because this year we had a record number of nominees, all doing outstanding work for the state of Wisconsin. If it was up to me, everyone would be receiving an award, and we'd be here to dinner time giving out these awards. So I want to thank our peer reviewers for making the tough decisions and selecting our honorees. So now to present the awards is our board chair, Paula Horning.
Thank you. Our AmeriCorps Member of the Year is Alexis Dean from United Way of Dane County School of Hope. AmeriCorps members serving students throughout the state of Wisconsin are continuously making a difference in their students' lives. Alexis Dean is an exemplary example. His primary responsibilities while serving with Schools of Hope in Mendota Elementary School are providing literacy tutoring and coordinating volunteers. But his service went far beyond these duties. Alexis fully immersed himself in the school's community. He dedicated extensive time outside of the school day to support his students. He uses creativity to engage students through videos and songs, which help them to make connections to key concepts and boost their participation. When completing a recent class project, we want to hear all about you. The fifth grade students were asked to identify an adult male they looked up to, and many of them said Mr. Alexis. Alexis brought great exuberance, joy, and creativity to the school community at Mendota Elementary. He continually pushes excellence in students and showing them that he believes in their brilliance. This will have a powerful and lasting effect on every one of his scholars. Congratulations. Our next award is the AmeriCorps Program of the Year honoree, which is the Marshfield Clinic Health System AmeriCorps Recovery Corps. Pardon me?
Oh, you're on.
Are we going to wait? I'll read it first. Is that okay? There has been a growing opioid and substance abuse crisis hitting our nation. The Marshfield Clinic Health System AmeriCorps Recovery Corps is addressing the problem head on. The Recovery Corps members are doing critical work in northern Wisconsin to provide community education and serve as recovery coaches to those struggling with substance abuse. Recovery Corps members use their own lived experience of being in recovery and having been impacted by substance abuse in combination with the extensive training they receive to help provide the critical support to people in recovery. As a result, 78% of the clients enrolled in their program have made progress in their recovery. Recovery Corps has a substantial impact on the members by helping them to continue in their personal development, and many members have served a second term. These impacts on Wisconsin are tangible. It is estimated that each individual that stays in recovery saves the state of Wisconsin about $40,000 a year. The even greater result is the meaningful impact that recovery has had on communities, families, and individuals that have been affected. Please, let's show our appreciation for the Marshfield Clinic Health System AmeriCorps Recovery Corps. Our next award is the AmeriCorps Vista Member of the Year. And we would like to honor Marco Marquez. Having earned his bachelor's degree with a set of data-related skills in hand, Marco Marquez decided to put those skills to use through service as the AmeriCorps Vista member at Milwaukee Succeeds. Marco has used data to help uncover root causes of educational inequities and highlight promising and successful practices. His ability to create user-friendly data visualizations and detailed breakdowns of data for community partners has helped to guide the development of multiple action plans. Marco demonstrates a passion for building an equitable community in which all voices matter. Additionally, Marco serves as the liaison between the Greater Milwaukee Foundation and the Hispanic professionals of Greater Milwaukee on their board pipeline initiative to prepare Latino individuals to sit on nonprofit boards in Milwaukee. Let's welcome Marco Marquez. Our Senior Corps Volunteer of the Year is Richard Hoffman, RSVP of Dane County, Stoughton, Wisconsin. Having access to transportation can be critical for our senior citizens to access health care, get groceries, and attend social functions. Richard Hoffman, through RSVP of Dane County, has dedicated more than 5,850 hours to serving senior citizens in the Stoughton area. He started as a driver with RSVP in 2007. He later became a ride coordinator and a member of the RSVP board. He has chaired multiple committees on the board and has written grants to extend the services of RSVP programs. He also serves as a ride coordinator for the Affordable Transportation Program, which is a nonprofit in Stoughton that assists low-income citizens. Dick goes the extra mile for his passengers. This can mean the world to seniors who may be isolated without personal transportation and depend on these rides to maintain their health and access to vital services. Welcome, Richard Hoffman. Thank you. Our Senior Corps Volunteer of the Year is Mary Ann Streep from Southwestern Wisconsin Community Action Program in Argyle, Wisconsin. Having a consistent and caring presence in the classroom is crucial to the success of students, and Mary Ann Streep has served with foster grandparent programs for 22 years and has dedicated over 20 volunteer hours. An enormous impact on the students in the Argyle School District. Mary Ann is a vital resource for the children while she spends much of her time with students with special needs. But all of the students benefit from her presence. Mary Ann has the ability to make any classroom activity an opportunity to learn academic skills and social and healthy living skills. She also provides the classroom with resources and gifts that she has personally made by hand. For over 2 decades, Mary Ann has a positive and immeasurable impact on the Argyle students through her enthusiasm, dedication, and unconditional caring. Congratulations, Mary Ann. Our Senior Corps Program of the Year is RSVP Interfaith, the Interfaith Caregivers of Washington County. The ability to access resources and healthcare, complete tasks around the home, and maintain social connections are vital for senior citizens to maintain their independence. The RSVP Interfaith of Washington County program is serving a critical role for local seniors by assisting those in need. In the past year, RSVP volunteers have provided over 11,000 rides to over 1,000 senior citizens. The volunteers drove over, Stephen beats me, 220,000 miles to 290 different service locations. They provided over 5,000 other services to help, such as work around their homes, delivering meals, and providing companionship visits. The RSVP Interfaith also operates a durable health equipment lending program. Interfaith RSVP members serve their community through education on elder abuse and financial exploitation, helping to ensure that seniors in their community lead safer lives. As a result of these services provided by RSVP Interfaith, Washington County is a better place for the aging population. Thank you, RSVP Interfaith. Our Veteran Volunteer of the Year is Steve Conto from the Veterans of Foreign Wars in Menasha, Wisconsin. Steve Conto served our nation in the Navy for over 2 decades, and he has continued his service here in Wisconsin for the past 17 years. Steve continues to serve by documenting and caring for the grave sites of Wisconsin soldiers that were killed during the Vietnam War. No record of the locations of these grave sites existed, and many of them had gone unattended for decades. After years of dedicated research and travel throughout Wisconsin, Steve created a registry entitled The Final Bridge, which details all of Wisconsin Vietnam veterans who were killed in action. This registry provides the names, hometowns, and grave sites by map coordinates. The Final Bridge Registry now resides at the Wisconsin Veterans Museum in Madison as an official resource. In In addition to documenting their location, Steve provided upkeep at the grave sites and has educated family members on how the sites can best be cleaned and maintained. Steve has also done extensive research on the veterans that were killed during the Vietnam War. In an effort to maintain their memories, Steve has created poems and prose describing their service, which he shares with the families and the community. Thank you, Steve. Our next category is the Volunteer Engagement Honoree, Rachel Gunther from the Beacon in Madison, Wisconsin. Without volunteers, most community organizations would be unable to provide their vital services. This is why the work done by Rachel Gunther in her role as an AmeriCorps Vista volunteer coordinator at the Beacon has been critical for its ability to serve the homeless in Dane County. Rachel has been intentional about building relationships with outside community groups and expanding awareness of the work done at the Beacon. As a result, she has trained 84 new volunteers and maintained 163 active volunteers, with these volunteers providing over 10,582 service hours over the past year. Rachel has put significant focus on improving communities with volunteers and working to improve the services they provide. She revamped the volunteer newsletter, made changes to the website, updated the orientation program, and was able to improve services through gaining feedback from volunteers. Additionally, Rachel has helped keep the program running smoothly during staff transitions, ensuring that the homeless guests are being served and that the volunteers are not impacted by any changes. Thank you so much.
Before Paula continues with our award honorees, I would just like to explain our next category is a new category for the Governor's Service Award this year. It is the AmeriCorps Alumni of the Year and the AmeriCorps Vista Alumni of the Year. And you will notice that the AmeriCorps Alumni of the Year, there are 3 of them. And this is because, as a new category, we were flooded with nominations in this category, and we are extremely proud of this because as AmeriCorps, we primarily take young people and they do a year of service, but part of their year of service is civic engagement and giving back to the community, and it is extremely satisfying for us that our AmeriCorps members continue after their year of service to continue serving and giving back to their community. So as I mentioned earlier, our nominees were peer-reviewed, scored by an independent panel, and these 3 nominees all basically have the same score, so we have decided to give 3 AmeriCorps Alumni Nominees of the Year award. So please bear with us. Thank you.
Our first honoree is Kong Mei Hare. After coming to the United States as a refugee at the age of 3 and facing discrimination, Kong Mei Hare has devoted his time to give back and to lift up others, including underrepresented, low-income, or first-generation students. Following his graduation from UW-Eau Claire, Kong Mei served as an AmeriCorps member with the Marshfield Clinic after-school program. His dedication to AmeriCorps and assisting students in the community continued through his work as an Associate Student Services Coordinator at UW-Eau Claire. Kong Meng has been involved in the development of the Blue Gold Beginnings AmeriCorps program and supporting its 57 members. AmeriCorps members at Blue Gold Beginnings work to engage underserved youth through STEM programming and inspire them to the path of a post-secondary education. In addition to this work, Kong Meng has helped to develop the study of the Hmong culture at UW-Eau Claire, created the Hmong Living and Learning Community Project, the immersion programming, and many other activities on campus. Thank you so much. Our next alumni honoree of the year is Ashley Lee. currently the Executive Director of Public Allies in Milwaukee. Through working to improve educational opportunities, helping organizations expand their services, and fostering the development of future leaders, Ashley Lee has made a significant impact on the state of Wisconsin and the people of Milwaukee. She first served as a Teach for America Milwaukee AmeriCorps member for 2 years at Milwaukee College Prep. After a time with TFA, she accepted the role of Special Assistant to the Superintendent of Milwaukee Public Schools. And in this role, Ashley guided projects to improve educational equality and continued to foster the contributions of AmeriCorps members and alumni to impact the educational system. One of these projects was developing the Black and Latino Male Achievement Department in response to 5 years of declining or stagnant graduation rates for Black and Hispanic males. Ashley has served as Executive Director of Public Allies Milwaukee since 2017. At Public Allies, Ashley takes the lead on guiding their AmeriCorps members through Public Allies' mission to enhance and expand the capacity of nonprofit organizations to deliver critical direct services to Milwaukee residents. Ashley works to create a dynamic pipeline for talented young people and to help build their skills and emerge as a network of leaders that can continue to positively impact their communities for years and years. Thank you. And our next AmeriCorps Alumni of the Year is Adrienne Strelchak. She originally served with Wisconsin Association for Homeless and Runaway Services, and she's currently working with Pathfinders Milwaukee. Adrienne was motivated by her own personal experience with housing instability. She has been making a difference serving homeless and runaway youth in Wisconsin since 2007. Adrienne served as an AmeriCorps member with Wisconsin Association for Homeless and Runaway Services as a part of the Pathfinders Street Beat outreach team, where she fell in love with the direct way they provide service to youth and help them to reach a safe and healthy adulthood. During her service, she helped to create a clothing pantry for the homeless and runaway youth. Adrienne continues to work with the current AmeriCorps members to ensure the clothing pantry is regularly stocked. Following her AmeriCorps service, Adrienne began working for Pathfinders. She is currently the Street Beat Outreach Program Coordinator, and through this work, she serves as a mentor to new AmeriCorps members and helps them develop the skills needed to become effective street outreach workers. As a result of her work with Street Beat, Adrienne has been able to help hundreds of homeless or runaway youth transition to adulthood. Thank you. Our AmeriCorps Vista Alumni of the Year honoree is Ellen Carlson. She originally served with the Schools of Hope Literacy Project and is currently the Executive Director of Middleton Outreach Ministry in Middleton, Wisconsin. Ellen Carlson has dedicated the past 20 years to improving the lives of citizens in Dane County. Following college, Ellen served 2 years as an AmeriCorps Vista member with the Schools of Hope Literacy Project. While serving, Ellen found herself wanting to expand her ability to improve the lives of the children she had been tutoring, not just through literacy, but also in access to food, shelter, and a more stable living environment. And to help children holistically, Ellen went to work for the Middleton Outreach Ministries in 2002. While at the Middleton Outreach Ministry, she progressed through several leadership positions to enhance volunteer development, communications, strategic planning, and program development. She became the executive director in 2017 and has continued to work to address issues of poverty and inequities in the community. She seeks to ensure the most vulnerable have the basic supports and needs for a healthier and more stable future. Thank you, Ellen. Our next award is the Marty Stein Friend of National Service Exemplary Supporter, Brian Blenick from Marshfield. For the past 19 years, Brian has elevated the status of AmeriCorps and National Service through his decisive leadership as an AmeriCorps manager at the Marshville Clinic Health System. Brian helped launch Marshville Clinic's first AmeriCorps program in 2000. He has facilitated the expansion of AmeriCorps programming since then to include the 3 current programs: After School, Recovery Corps, and Volunteer Wisconsin. The impact of this service on communities throughout the entire state has been profound. Marshville Clinic is preparing to enroll its 1,000th AmeriCorps member this fall. With Brian's efforts going far beyond managing these programs, including leading AmeriCorps members during disaster relief efforts and serving as a mentor to AmeriCorps program staff throughout the entire state, his fellow program directors have given him the nickname, this is well-deserved, Captain AmeriCorps. Because of his tireless devotion to service and the embodiment of the AmeriCorps spirit, Brian continues to develop innovative programming and to support the growth of new initiatives, expanding the service provided by AmeriCorps to the people of Wisconsin. We are so grateful. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Paula, and thank you, Governor Evers, for presenting the awards. And thank you all for coming to support our honorees this year. I hope you all stay and enjoy some coffee and donuts. We're going to have some pictures of all the award winners could come back to the stage and to take a picture with the governor as a group shot. And I also want to let you know that the Recovery Corps members and the Interfaith members that are here, why their program got the plaque or award, we have small tokens of our appreciation for all of you individual members outside on the table when you leave. So please stop and pick those up for each member in the programs for the honorees. So thank you again for serving our state and our country, and I hope this has been inspiring to all of you as it was to me, and enjoy the beautiful day. Thank you again.